OMG. So like the NFL preseason just started, right? And everyone's going totally nuts with overreactions, which is like the best part of this time of year. You get fans who are super hyped or totally bummed, and they're all reading way too much into like nothing. But get this, no coach is going to get fired just because of preseason games. Still, a bunch of these head coaches are totally on the hot seat for the 2025 season. Teams are always looking to make changes, and there are so many desperate teams out there. So if you see a coach mess up early, you're like, whoa, this dude might be in trouble. So let's talk about some coaches who are kind of warming up on the bench, not quite fully on fire yet after just week 1 of preseason. The pressure is seriously building in these locker rooms, man. First up, Brian Callahan with the Tennessee Titans. He's in his 2nd year, and last year was a total disaster. He was supposed to bring the heat with like a killer offense, but nope. The team had the worst record in the league, and their quarterback, Will Levis, totally regressed. Now they've got Cam Ward, the #1 pick, and he's supposed to be the future. But the buzz from training camp? Totally mixed. He was supposed to be the top QB in the draft, but honestly, this QB draft class wasn't even that great. Ward has his issues, and Tennessee needs this to work like yesterday. So in his first game, Ward was kind of meh, went 5 for 8 for 67 yards. The Titans lost like 29-7. It's dumb to even try and figure stuff out from one preseason game because they try out like a million different QBs and players. But if this Titans offense doesn't get better fast, Callahan is going to be toast. The old coach was actually good, but got fired because the owners were impatient. Callahan's leash is super short, dude. Next, Shane Station with the Indianapolis Colts. This league is all about what you did last week, right? The Colts went 9-8 last year, and Station looked like a rising star, but now, just 2 years later, he's not looking so solid. Their first preseason game was a total stinker. They lost 24-16. Their defense actually did okay, holding the other team's offense to hardly any passing yards, but the Colts' offense couldn't keep up. The whole QB situation with Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones has been the biggest drama. Richardson got hurt super early in his debut, like right after he missed a blitz. Then Daniel Jones came in and did his usual meh thing. You can't really blame Steichen for Richardson getting hurt or the crappy situation he's in, but sometimes coaches get fired for stuff totally out of their control. I swear, even the smartest football minds couldn't make this QB room work, but hey, that's the job Steichen's got. The Colts just seem to be going downhill, and that first preseason game had mistakes everywhere, especially on offense, which is like Steichen's whole thing. And then there are the Miami Dolphins. They tied their first preseason game. Their running game was decent, and the coach drew up some cool passing plays. None of their quarterbacks threw any interceptions, except for one fumble at the very end by Quinn Ewers, which, like, the coach can't control. So overall, not too much to complain about, right? But man, the vibes in Miami are just bad. After a practice where Tua Tagovailoa threw 3 picks and the Dolphins' defense started fighting, the coach has been trying to fix everything. And you know the whole Tua and Tyreek Hill thing is still messed up. Honestly, the coach even seems annoyed with Hill. The offense that used to be the best in the league is now like falling apart and outdated. Miami has so much work to do to even be considered a contender in the AFC. The coach is a solid play caller coming from that Kyle Shanahan tree, which is cool. But again, coaches awfully get scurred by things they can't control. Miami's been hammered by injuries and team drama, and it's just feeling more hopeless every day.